Greetings YouTube! Today I'm looking at an HB Smith Tools company LED flashlight. Item number 100 LED. It's the 8 LED flashlight with magnifying lenses. And it proudly proclaims, let me show you, yeah, you can see that. LED technology uses 90% less energy than standard bulbs. They are correct. LED bulbs last over 100,000 hours. They are also correct. Super bright light. Pretty bright. Push button switch, impact resistant, comfort grip, handy strap, uses 3 AAA batteries. Now, here we go to the flashlight itself. It uses a battery carrier. So the carrier in here holds 3 batteries, and that to my mind is a bad design because it just gives you one more thing that you can break. But it is what I consider a good toolbox or you know, household junk drawer flashlight. It's got 8. That's what attracted me. I saw the lenses on there, and I saw those LEDs. Like, that's really cool looking. So you see, it does put out a lot of light. It really does. It's quite bright, and because of the 8 LEDs, there is no artifacts in the beam. It's very smooth, and it doesn't have a huge amount of throw. It's not going to be lighting up your yard, but it's got some decent flood and definitely appropriate for general household tasks, or even maybe something you throw into the glove box that you know you're not going to have to use in inclement weather, because this thing is not going to be weatherproof at all. The switch takes a decent amount of pressure to actuate, which is a good thing, and it's a very nice, distinct, crisp switch, which I also appreciate. Unlikely to be set off in your toolbox or your glove box or your junk drawer or have you. This is somewhat rubberized. It's not. They say impact resistant. I'm not sure if that's really impact resistant. And this is a very hard rubber. It gives you a decent grip. It is a little smooth, but again, I don't see this as a severe environment flashlight. I got it strictly because I thought it was cool looking. I picked it up at the grocery store. It was for $5, which is probably more than I should have paid for it. It does have a lanyard. However, handy lanyard, not so handy. Just attempting to get my hand through that lanyard to see if I could actually use it as a lanyard, and this thing just cracked. So this is a useless lanyard, and I will be removing it. And in fact, I will be taking this entire section right off, because if this were flat, you could candle this, and in an emergency situation, being able to candle a flashlight and shine it against a light colored ceiling means you can illuminate a good portion of the room, and that is a major plus. And if you were in a room with a sloped ceiling like I do, you could set it on. Well, I'd have to set it on top of my toolbox because there's a toolbox right to my left, and you could bounce that light off into the room. And if you, lots of people have sloped ceilings in their homes, so that you could do that as well. So this is a good general household tool flashlight. Good for, like I said, toolboxes, junk drawers, that kind of thing. It uses a fairly standard battery. AAAs are not hard to find, so that's good. I like the switch. It's a very light flashlight. I picked it up off the my pile of things waiting to be reviewed, and I'm like, did I put batteries in this? And I'm like, hit the button. Yep, put batteries in it. It doesn't weigh anything, which is nice. And I would take this off and make it flat so that you could then, again, candling it, which is, in my opinion, a good and useful feature for a flashlight to have. But overall, this 8 LED flashlight from HB Smith Tools is a good deal, particularly if you can get it for less than $5, which is, you should never pay more than $5 for this, in my opinion. But for a good household all-around flashlight, I think you could do a whole lot worse.